So we are working backwards. We're going to start looking at word problems. It says a cylindrical basket has a volume of 15 cubic feet. Okay, so it tells you the volume. It tells you cubic feet, which tells you its volume. It says the height is 1.5. And it says what is the area of the base? What letter does area of the base mean? Big B. Good. So I am looking for big B. Okay. The things they gave me were the volume and the height. So first you want to know, what did they give me? And that's going to help me to decide which formula I want to write. Now we've been using pi r squared h for the formula, but I don't have radius, so that might be a problem. Okay. I'm looking for big B. Remember the very first day I told you that your formula on the formula chart is V equals big BH. And why do we use pi r squared? It's the area of
the base,
which is what shape?
cylinder.
The circle. Okay? So the base, remember bases are opposite. They're circles. That's why I'm using pi r squared. Okay? But if they're asking for big B, should I do pi r squared or should I do big B? Yeah, we're doing big B because that's what they're looking for. So I'm writing my formula. I'm plugging in what I know. Do I know the volume?
Yes.
Yes, it's 15. Do I know big B?
No.
No. Do I know the height?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Everybody okay with what I've done so far? All I'm doing is plugging them in. Now that last step says to use algebra. Who is hanging out with your B? 1.5. Okay, it's being multiplied. What's the opposite? Divide. Just like the warm-up this morning. So I'm left with B. And what does it equal? 10. Good, Emily. Thank you. Okay, and this is big B. So big B means area of the base, so it's feet squared. Okay, it's 10 feet squared. Everybody okay with that? Okay, we figured out our formula. We plugged in what we knew. We used algebra. All right, going across. A cylinder has a volume of 198 cubed. The base has an area of 22. What is the height? So what information do they give me?
The base.
They gave me the volume.
And the base.
And what about the base?
Area of the base.
Which is what?
22
Big B. Big B is 22. And I'm looking for the height. No, but thank you for asking.
I thought you were talking to Macy.
I was talking to Kylie. He asked me to move it.
I said the same thing.
Yeah, I said no, but I was just teasing. Okay, so I have V, I have big B, I don't have H. What formula should I use? Good. I could use pi r squared, but I don't have my radius, so that's going to be ugly. So that's why, oh, sorry, not squared. Yep, we said square, sorry.
Would you ever be able to solve it? Like, it would be messy without the radius? Like,
Yes.
would you okay.
We're going to do that next. Okay, I'm going to plug in what I know. What's the volume?
198.
Do I know big B?
Yes.
Yes. And I don't know the height. So now we're back to basic algebra. What do? Divide. And why am I dividing?
Because it's the opposite.
Very good. It's the opposite.
Nine.
Okay, so this is the height, so it's 9 centimeters. 9 centimeters. Okay.
Wouldn't it be 9 equals H or is it actually 9?
Oh, yep, it should have been H. Sorry, that was my bad. And this is not an erasable pen. Good catch, Gemma. The height is 9. All right, number 3. Now we're dealing with a cone. A cone has a volume, so they're giving me volume. The height is 9, and I want to know the radius. So first thing is, ask yourself, what are they giving you? Volume, the height, and what are they looking for?
The radius.
Looking for the radius. So on this one, can I use big BH?
No.
No, because it's actually looking for a radius. So I need to use the whole formula. All right, it's a cone. So remember, the cones are the smaller ones, which means 1/3 pi r squared h. And again, you don't have to have these formulas memorized. They're hanging right here in front of you on the poster. They're also on the board. We're going to make a cheat sheet next week in class to use on the test. So you just have to use the formulas. You don't have to have them memorized. Okay, let's plug in what we know. Do we know volume? Yes. So 942 equals 1/3. What is pi? Do I know the radius? No. Do I know the height? Yes. Okay. Now this one is just like the warm-up. We had that 1/3 in there. What did we do on the warm-up? Yeah, we multiplied all the numbers that were not the variable. So 1/3 times 3.14 times 9.
9.2.
No.
So that number came from right here. I'm just showing you. This is how I got it. I multiplied everything that I had. Okay. Now what did I not use?
R squared.
R squared, so I need to bring it down. All right, who's hanging out with my R? Okay, how do I get rid of 9.42? I heard subtract and I heard divide. Good. Remember, ask yourself, oh, it's being multiplied. The opposite of multiply is divide. When you divide, hopefully you get 100. Is 100 the answer?
No.
Because 100 is what? 100 is R squared. I just want R regular. Okay? Squared. What's the opposite of square? Square root. That's why I gave you the square root problem today. So R is 10. Okay, everybody okay with that last step? When you're looking for the radius, you're always going to take the square root because it says R squared. So just remember, squared and square root are opposite. Just like multiply and divide, just like add and subtract. Okay? Last one. The volume of a cylinder, so my shape is a cylinder, is 942. The height is 12. What is the radius? So first thing, what do we have?
Volume and height.
I have volume, 942. I have height, 12. What am I looking for?
The radius.
The
Of the
radius.
cylinder.
So because I'm looking for radius, what formula do I use?
Pi r squared h.
Yep, what she said.
1/3 pi r squared.
V equals, so do cylinders have 1/3?
Oh, wait, never mind. I'm so sorry.
No, it is okay to be wrong. At least you are participating and alive.
Yeah, just like me, huh?
And I, okay,
You're alive.
the volume is 942. Pi is,
3.14.
do I know the radius?
No.
Nope.
No. Do I know the height?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So just like on the first one, I need to combine the things that I can combine.
37.68.
So this is what I have. What are you combining to get that? Yes, that's correct. 3.14 times 12. That is how she got that number. You're combining the numbers that you have. 3.14 and 12. And that's how you get 37.68. I didn't use the R, bringing it down. Didn't use the 942, bringing it down. Okay, who's hanging out with R?
37.68.
All right, so I'm dividing because it's being multiplied. Cancel. I'm left with r squared.
25.
So is
So
20?
that's the r squared.
Yeah, is 25 the radius? No, it's the radius squared.
Fine.
And how'd you get that, Gemma?
I squared root 25.
Good. Okay, very good. All right, so there will be one of these on our cards today.